time. So I'm going to tell you the story about my first fight. In high school. And it wasn't pretty, but fights never are. So one day I'm in the locker room, just like all fights start. And one of my friends are being picked on. They're handicapped. And it pissed me off. They couldn't help how they were. And shouldn't be made fun of for it. So I told him to knock it off. And he was like, "You want to fight?" Just like all jackasses do. But then he was like, "Oh, I can't fight you because I'll be suspended." And I was like, "Well, we live a mile away from each other. I could kick your ass outside of your house." He's like, "How about the bus stop?" So I was like, "Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever." Now, taking kids like me had a bad rap when I was younger. I was a guy with long hair, wore black all the time, you know, those types. I just like the clothes. I don't know what that whole goth shit was about. And to this day, I still wear dark clothes. Doesn't make me goth. Anyways, to the story. So me, him, and his little girlfriend get off the bus. Little bit outside of his house. We wait for the bus to leave. We're walking quietly. And the guy literally runs in front of me, throws down his backpack, and starts yelling. You know, like all little bitches do. So I put down my backpack, and I waited. I waited for him to throw the first punch. He ran at me, I socked him in the throat. He went down, I punched him in the eye. While he was on the ground. His little girlfriend called me a psycho, and I ran after her for like 2 feet and said, "You don't call a psycho a psycho." And then I drop kicked the bastard. Now yes, this is pretty violent. But, I mean, I didn't really draw blood, so shut up. Gave him one hell of a black eye for sure. Anyways, I walk home, and I'm sitting outside just like all kids do when their mom tells them to stay the fuck outside. And no, my mom didn't use that language, and no, she didn't know about the fight. So I'm sitting outside, and a black truck pulls up. Guess who it is? Yep, that's right. Him and his dad, sitting in his truck, asked me to come over to the truck to talk. They didn't want to get out of the car. So I walked up to the truck, talked to the dad, because he's the one that wanted to talk to me. He was like, "Boy, what the hell you do to my son?" And I stated politely, I kicked his ass. "Why'd you do that?" "Well, sir, he was talking bad about a kid that had Down syndrome. You know, the whole making fun of a kid that can't help what's going on with them. So I told him to stop, or I was going to kick his ass. And that's what I did. The dad looked at me and thanked me for doing so, and then turned to his son and said, "I'll take care of you later." Guy showed up 2 weeks later and had a black eye. That's the end of my story. Like and follow for more.